So calculating factorials on your calculator is actually pretty straightforward, and what I've done here is copied in a couple different images of scientific calculators because that's what I'm going to allow you to use on your exams. Now, on the calculators over on the left here, finding the factorial button is actually pretty straightforward. All we're looking for is an x factorial. Now, what's important about these is when you go to plug it into your actual calculator, you'll go ahead and you'll type the number. For instance, you might hit the number 5, and then, after you've done that, you'll hit the factorial button. And this will go ahead and take that factorial. The factorial button tends to be one of the second keys, so in the top left here, you can see it right up here. You get a tad bit of a better color, right here at the top. So we'd go ahead and we'd hit second, or shift, and then that right there. On the other calculator over here on the side, it's a little bit more tricky to find. It's right down here in the bottom. So once again, a second or shift to get to that. If your calculator doesn't have a factorial button right in the front, that's really obvious, it might actually be hidden a little bit under a probability function. So on the right side here, you can see that there's a PRB button. This is for probability, where factorials are mainly used. And so what you would do is you'd go ahead and you'd hit the PRB button. After you've done that, you can go ahead and click over and over again and over again in some cases. So you'll just go ahead and use those little arrows to move you over, and that'll take you over to your factorial key. And it'll normally be just an exclamation point. Once again, just like the other, you'll type the number first, and then you'll go in and do that. This is how you calculate factorials on your calculator, and in reality, almost every scientific calculator will also let you just go ahead and calculate permutations and then combinations, what we'll do next, as well. These can be found by looking for NPX or NPR on your calculators. So coming over here to the very first one again, you'll notice that we have an NPR button right there. When we use this button, you'll go ahead and you'll type in whatever number you have for N. You'll hit the NPR button. Remember, as we said before, the R is just like an X. And then you'll type in the number, whatever new number you are choosing, or the number for X. Now, in the calculator on the left-hand side, that is once again right here. On the calculator next to it, you can see that it is right up here. On the calculator on the far right, it's once again under that PRB button. So you type in N, go to PRB, scroll over to NPR or NPX, depending on exactly what model of calculator you have, and then type in X. If you can't find it on your scientific calculator, and I'm not using an emulator in this video just because I'm not requiring a specific calculator, so I want it to be kind of general. If you can't find it on your calculator, you can look under a PRB button for probability. You might also have it under a math button. So if you have a math button and not a PRB button, go ahead and check that out.